Welcome to the 200 Proof Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Grayson, and that is Willie Bites. Say hi to the people.
Hi to the people.
We are a general sports podcast. Today we will be talking about NFL, maybe a little NBA, and we will be talking about the just broken college football scandal from Michigan. I would like to remind you all that we are sponsored by SeatGeek. 200 Proof Sports, get $20 off any ticket at SeatGeek. 200 Proof Sports promo code, no spaces. We will try and stick to sports today. Will, are you going to bring up any of your bizarre opinions on the Balkans?
I will do my best. No promises.
Okay, so a story broke right before we got on. Scandal at Michigan, because famously scandal-free program, Michigan football. Their coach, Jim Harbaugh, is totally not coaching the Chargers right now because he was avoiding a cheating scandal immediately after winning a championship. But their current head coach, who got the job because of the cheating scandal, impregnated his assistant.
Time-honored tradition.
And forced her to get an abortion.
Taking notes from NFL players, I see.
And NBA players. Really?
NBA players, yes.
All athletes besides Phillip Rivers, who we will get to. And I can't wait for that. I just want to point out that after all the shit that Penn State went through the past few weeks, and I edit social clips for other sports podcasts, I did one for us about all the Penn State nonsense. Did really well. If they do not drag Michigan through the mud, if I'm not editing 6 clips a day for the next week about this, I'm calling bias. Because half of the sports media went to Michigan and half of them went to Syracuse.
Well, they won't do the same thing that they did to Penn State because they didn't piss off the man who runs college football.
No, all they did was cheat and impregnate a young lady. You know what the worst thing is? My black friend texted me. He's like, I'm just mad she's white.
Yeah. We're all about racial equality here at 200 Proof Sports.
Yeah, we don't have a segment called race baiting.
No, we've never done that.
Well, I don't have one for this week, but I can come up with one if you want.
Let's stick to the docket, and if something comes to us, we'll
we won't be talking Sheduer Sanders. That's basically just a race bait segment at this point.
Yeah, Sheduer is kind of a lightning rod for these issues at this point.
But I just want to point out, Penn State had one big scandal. Very big. Michigan has like 100, I'm not even going to call them small scandals, less big scandals. Not to mention Michigan State, they got a touching boys scandal. Why do we get all the shit? That guy didn't even work at Penn State.
Well, it was Joe Paterno who took the fall. He took the fall for it, and then he died immediately afterwards. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that scandal killed him.
Yeah, and then they found out he had nothing to do with it, and it was the board who fired him who did all the bad things.
Yeah.
Just to cover what happened, Joe Paterno, football coach, not cop, was told by a grad student that he didn't know that he saw Jerry Sandusky, who hadn't worked for Joe Paterno in 30 years, in the shower with some boys. And Joe Paterno said, all right, told the board, and they told him they'd look into it. He went back to being a football coach. Turns out they looked into it, he was doing it, and they're like, we're not going to do anything about it.
Yeah, sweep it under the rug.
And then my frat got investigated by the cop who swept it under the rug. How did that guy still have a job?
You mean the Penn State football team?
No, we became the football team because of this.
Right.
Bullshit. No one cracked.
Good.
Anyway, I want to move on to our next topic. Before we get into NFL, which is basically the rest of the show, is mostly NFL stuff. I have our social, what's definitely going to be our social clip. I have this list of the top 5 fan bases with the top 5 lowest IQs. I'm going to have you guess them.
I think I've seen something like this. I'm going to guess
Wait,
The Las
let me
Vegas.
pull it up first. I don't have it memorized. God. All right, I got it. Lowest.
All right.
You don't gotta guess the order. Just guess. Throw some names out. I'll tell you what number they're at if you get them.
Is this all NFL teams?
This is all NFL teams. I'll just let you. NFL team. I need you to guess NFL teams with the lowest IQ fan bases. Lowest average IQ.
Okay. I'm gonna say the Las Vegas Raiders.
No, I also think that a lot of the Raiders fans are like still in Oakland.
Yeah.
It's probably
yeah,
a complicated one to survey.
Yeah. Let's go with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars have the third lowest IQ of any NFL team with 97.6 on average.
It's not terrible.
Not terrible. None of these are like, there's nothing that's like 40. That's forced
Yeah.
up.
Show me the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Philadelphia Eagles were not top 5. I did see they were 7th.
Okay. Honorable mention, Philadelphia Eagles.
Honorable mention, the horse poop eaters.
Yes. Show me the New York Giants.
New York Giants are not on the list. Whew.
We should be. We should be.
Our front office should be.
Yeah. How about the Carolina Panthers?
Carolina Panthers not on the list. You're in the
Tampa
right.
Bay Buccaneers.
Not Tampa Bay. I think they were 6th. They were in the top 10.
Okay.
You're in the right state for
Miami Dolphins.
The Miami Dolphins have the 5th lowest IQ of any NFL fan base with 98.7.
Nice.
Florida, doing great.
Yeah. The Atlanta Falcons.
The Atlanta Falcons, number 2 lowest IQ fan base with 97.4.
Nice.
You got 2
The
more.
New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans Saints not on the list.
Damn. The Cincinnati Bengals.
Cincinnati Bengals not on the list.
Huh.
Stripe team.
Tennessee Titans.
Oh, now I remember. They were 6th. Tennessee Titans were 6th.
Okay. I don't know if you noticed a trend to my guesses.
I don't know, but all of a sudden I'm hearing Confederate flags in my head. The rebel pride.
Yeah, let's see.
How many of the states left were in the Confederate? There's 2 states left, right? Yeah. I don't know if any of them were in the Confederacy.
Okay, you got to go with the Cleveland Browns.
The Cleveland Browns, no. I think that's mostly an owner problem. If they just pulled him, I would love an owner one where they like check the IQs of the owners.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I've gone through a bunch of guesses. Do you have any hints for me?
I got some hints for you. It's hot and dry. Actually, that applies to both of them.
The Arizona Cardinals.
Arizona Cardinals, number 1 lowest IQ fan base, 96.2. Congratulations, Arizona.
Lower than the average human body temperature.
Yeah, that is not
That's
good.
borderline hypothermic.
And then there's one more. We hate them.
The New England Patriots.
Hate them more. We've never had the pleasure of what?
Like on the podcast, we hate them.
No, like our fan base hates them.
The Washington Commanders.
One more guess in the division. Come on, man.
Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys, 4th lowest IQ, 98.1. So you got the Arizona Cardinals, number 1, Atlanta Falcons, 2, Jacksonville Jaguars, 3, Dallas Cowboys, 4, and Miami Dolphins, number 5.
I wonder what all those places have in common.
Yo, do you think heat might be bad for your brain, like every scientist ever has said?
Yeah, well, I know what happens to my phone when it gets too hot, and our brains are basically just fleshy computers, so...
So weird that the only air-conditioned room in my high school was the computer lab.
Well, everyone knows that computers are more expensive than children.
The website that has all the IQs for the states, not for this, but for the states, has a map, and all like the darker red it is, the obviously the lower IQ and the bluer it is, and it literally kind of looks like the political maps.
Listen,
it's basically like if your state is hot, you're probably an idiot.
A lot of these things have the same underlying factors, right?
Heat, low spend on education. Heat.
Yep.
Mostly heat.
I mean, if your state's primary industry is agriculture, you're probably voting red.
What's New Hampshire's? What is like New Hampshire and Vermont's industry? Skiing?
Tourism, logging. There's really actually not much going on there. Most of New Hampshire's industry is like alcoholism.
That's cool. That's Wisconsin too.
Historically, it used to be whaling, but that's not really a thing anymore.
Oh, damn, we really screwed over the people of New Hampshire making whaling illegal.
Yeah, live free or die. And a lot of them are just choosing to die.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
It's a choice state, right?
I don't know. New Hampshire is like a weirdly Republican outpost in New England. It's kind of a black hole for me.
Don't they always vote blue?
Yeah, but barely.
Yeah, it's true. It's that New England, Vermont, very weird. Like they're rural Democrats. Like
yeah, Dems with guns.
Yeah, that's why Bernie's like one thing is he had like a A+ rating from the NRA.
I love it.
Guns are fun.
Yeah.
All right, should we talk actual NFL now instead of just making fun of dumb people who live in hot states?
Yep.
So the Chiefs might be eliminated from the playoffs.
Yeah, all season we've been saying the Chiefs are fine, and this is the first week where I'm thinking the Chiefs are not fine.
Because they have a 16% chance to make the playoffs now?
Yeah, I was looking, and their playoff odds dropped from around 50% before the game to 16% after the game, which is not good.
No, not good. That's low. I know
That's
that because I live
low.
in one of the high IQ states.
Yeah.
Big brain.
Huge brain. I think a lot of people are talking about Patrick Mahomes and how he's overrated and not worth the money.
Just watch all of his wide receivers drop every big play. And
like,
how many times has like Travis Kelce bobbled a pass that was perfectly
my
thrown
God.
and ended up as an interception? Like this.
Travis Kelce has been so bad this year. I thought that he could do a kind of Gronk thing where he's like, Gronk towards the end of his career when he was with Tampa Bay was kind of just okay in the regular season because he was saving his energy for the playoffs. And then every playoff game, he would go for like 100 yards and 2 touchdowns and, one of the game winning catches. But Travis Kelce has been so bad this year.
I think Travis Kelce used all that I think that's what he did last year.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's got anything left. I think Taylor Swift has sucked all of his talent out of him.
I mean, and fair enough. If I was married to a billionaire pop star, I don't think I would try at my job either.
Yeah, so it was like, combined, they're worth $1.67 billion, and she's the 1.6.
Yes. And I mean, that 0.07 is still more money than any of us or our viewers will ever see.
Well,
but
you don't know what I got cooking.
$70 million you have cooking?
I have some ideas.
Sure.
I have some great ideas. A toilet built into your bed so you don't have to get up to pee.
I think you can just get a catheter.
That hurts.
Well, there's ones that go like over your penis, kind of like a condom with a tube attached.
Yeah, but this has plumbing.
All right.
It's a hole in the mattress. There's a slide thing over it with cushion on top, so it's not always exposed. And you just stick your dick in there, or you put your butthole over it.
Well,
it connects to the plumbing.
We'll submit it to Shark Tank and see what they say.
Those guys are old as fuck. I bet they have to get out of bed to pee all the time.
Yeah. Well, or you could submit it to the Dragon's Den. Maybe that girl who won all her money in the lawsuit from getting sewn into the Charlie Brown float at the Thanksgiving Day parade will give you some money.
Yeah,
If she
but
hasn't
she's
spent it
addicted
all
to
on wine. Yeah.
She's so addicted to wine.
And she still hates bald boys.
I hate bald boys. Every time she sees bald boys, she thinks she's back in the pants.
Yeah. It's very traumatic.
Anyway,
So the Chiefs, the Chiefs are pretty cooked.
Well, they could still make the playoffs. So it says 16%, but I actually don't think this route to the playoffs is that unlikely. So they have to win out, obviously. They have 2 hard games and 2 easy games. 2 really easy games. And their 2 hard games are at home, and their 2 easy games are on the road. They play the Chargers at home, the Raiders on the road, the Titans on the road, and the Broncos at home.
All right, 2 divisional rivals at home. Yeah.
And the 2 worst teams in the league that Sheduer Sanders keeps beating.
Yeah. Listen, it's not so far-fetched, but even if they do make the playoffs,
Also,
I don't
they need
think
the
they're doing very
Chargers
much.
to lose, I think, 3 of their last games. They're all losable games, and Justin Herbert has a broken hand.
But is it his non-throwing hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, he has a bad O-line. He gets hit. That's going to hurt.
Yeah, I mean, it'll hurt, but he can still throw.
He's so tall.
And I guess it just depends on how nice Madison Beer is being to him. Maybe we should get in her DMs.
Maybe he likes it when she's mean.
That's entirely possible.
You didn't think of that. But yeah, they have to lose to the Broncos. I don't know. So they got. Let me see. Let me see the Chargers' remaining schedule, because I remember looking at it and being like, "This is doable." They play the Chiefs. They have to lose that game, obviously. Cowboys. They got to lose 2 of these games. Chiefs, Texans, Cowboys, Broncos, and one of the games they lose has to be the Broncos. And then the Chiefs win out, and the Chiefs are in. Why do I feel like this is going to happen?
Listen, it could happen. This is why we play the games. We'll see.
The Texans against the fucking Chargers O-lines is terrifying.
Yeah. Oh. But listen.
That actually will get Herbert killed.
Let's say that the Chiefs don't make the playoffs. For the sake of speculation. Let's say they don't make the playoffs.
Only an 84% chance of that.
If you're the Chiefs, what do you do this offseason to get back to your winning ways?
You cut Kelce.
Yeah.
Big drain.
He'll probably retire.
Yeah, let Kelce retire and do podcasting and Taylor Swift hand jobs.
Yeah.
I assume that's what he's going to do.
Because she doesn't give blowjobs.
No, seems like she has a very shallow, small mouth.
Definitely.
Yeah. And then they got to fix their O-line, because that was the problem. Well, that was all injury issues. They've been missing like 4 of their 5 starting O-linemen. And that's really, I think the rest of the team is fine. Like, this team, statistically, is better than last year's team. It's just their O-line sucked, and they fucked up every play that mattered. Like, in that last game, they dropped every ball that mattered. That Jags
they're just losing close games. Yeah.
So my suggestion, I guess, is to fuck up less. This is also like the 3rd time in 4 years they've led the league in dropped passes.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Get some dudes with big hands, I guess. What's Kawhi Leonard up to?
Aspiration stuff.
Aspiration stuff.
Yeah. We should at some point talk about the Clippers, though, because that is its own disaster.
As the NFL season winds down, we'll stop bringing more NBA stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So I was talking about this earlier. Mahomes versus Brady. Everyone's like, him not making the playoffs, totally healthy, means the GOAT debate is done. Does no one realize that Tom Brady, the year after he won his first Super Bowl, missed the playoffs completely healthy? First 7 years in the league, Tom Brady, 3 Super Bowls, 4 Super Bowl appearances, a couple AFC title games, 1 missed playoffs. Patrick Mahomes, 1 missed playoff, 3 Super Bowls, 5 Super Bowl appearances. Never didn't make the AFC title game. So he's still off to a better start than Tom Brady. Also way better statistically.
Yeah, and Tom Brady also had the benefit of playing with, I don't think he ever had worse than a top 10 defense, and most of the time his defenses were top 5.
Out of 32
Also, he had
teams,
amazing-
he averaged I think it was 3.4 best defense in the league.
Also, he always had great O-lines. He always had solid weapons. I mean, the Randy Moss era was crazy. Gronk, Aaron Hernandez, Wes Welker, Julian Edelman.
Yeah, he always had a great tight end, at least one, and then a 5'10" white guy who could cut angles.
He used to play lacrosse.
Yo, that guy played lacrosse at Penn State.
Nice.
Don't remember his name. Colin something?
I don't know.
That sounds
Speaking
like
of lacrosse, though, this guy, Pat Spencer for the Warriors, just decided to play basketball after being the best lacrosse player in the country, and now he's putting up like 20 points a game over his last 5 games for the Warriors.
And he looks like a guy who used to play lacrosse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he looks like a guy who, like, cut his hair, grew out a mustache, and is like, I can't play lacrosse anymore. He's a little chunky. He's weirdly chunky.
Yeah, he's
Big
got
in the
those
middle.
kind of childbearing hips.
Yeah. But yeah, Chiefs might not make the playoffs. The AFC is gonna be so weird, especially if the Bills don't make it, because no one's talking about this. They're still teetering on the edge.
Yeah, it's weird because everyone thought that, the past few years, Josh Allen and the Bills have been so great. Oh, that division's theirs for the next 10 years. Wrong.
Yeah.
Patriots are back.
Colin Cowherd kept saying that Josh Allen is definitely winning the MVP, and I'm like, he doesn't even have the best odds right now in his own division. I
Yeah,
don't
he's
think
not
you
even
can
the
win
best quarterback
MVP
in his
when you don't win your own
division.
division.
Yeah, no.
And also, they could be like, well, Josh Allen doesn't have anyone to throw to. Drake May has the worst wide receiving core in the history of the NFL. Name a
Really?
guy.
I mean, he has Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs is like 40.
No, he's not.
Stephon Diggs sucked last year and the year before.
Stephon Diggs is 32 years old.
That's old for a receiver.
Yeah.
And he's not good.
I think he's pretty good still.
I mean, he's the best wide receiver on that team by a lot.
Yeah.
They also have no running game. Bad defense. Mediocre defense. Alright, so the Chiefs we think about... God, this is going to be the weirdest playoffs ever. It's going to be like...
I know,
Bo
this
Nix and
this
Sam
NFL
Darnold in the Super Bowl.
year feels very strange. It's like, obviously our childhood NFL teams are over, like the Peytons, the Elis, the Tom Brady's, Big Ben, Philip
The Patriots are
Roethlisberger.
back.
They're all retired. Aaron Rodgers is on his last legs. And I thought that
They're going to make the playoffs.
I thought that we had like our new crop of elite quarterbacks with like Mahomes and Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. And now it looks like maybe one of those guys is making the playoffs. It's just like I'm so sick of having to learn new players.
Yo, and Jalen Hurts, they're talking about benching him in Phil.
With those eyes? Are you kidding?
Can you imagine those eyes sad? Like, you just look into those eyes and tell him you're benching him. I dare you. You're going to end up sleeping with him.
I can't do it.
It's going to be like that scene where... Do you remember that episode of Family Guy where Bill Clinton sleeps with Lois?
Yeah.
And then Peter goes like, I'm going to go down there and give Bill Clinton a piece of my mind. And it just cuts to him in bed with Bill Clinton and he's smoking a cigarette. It's like, damn, you're good.
That's the Bubba effect, right?
That's the Bubba effect. So you got Trump to do it. Allegedly.
I don't think it was that hard.
You mean difficult, or do you mean like Bill?
I don't think it was hard to convince Trump to do what he allegedly did.
Yeah. I like how the other options for the Bubba thing, because they're like, Bubba's not Bill Clinton, and then they named two other people who Trump may have blown, and one of them's a horse.
Yes.
Ghislaine
Maxwell's horse.
And the other one was like an oil tycoon.
Was it like T. Boone Pickens?
I don't remember who it was. I've never heard of the guy. He was just a random old oil tycoon. I'm like, that doesn't seem significantly better than blowing. It's actually, of those options, Bill Clinton's probably the best.
Yeah. And how weird is it now, looking back, that the 2016 election was the first time that we've had two candidates who
both blew Bill Clinton.
Who were Eskimo sisters.
Hey! Twinsies.
Yeah.
All right. Should we talk Sheduer Sanders?
Yeah.
All fans love when we do.
Yeah.
So, had a great game this week. We took a lot of shit in our comments because that's our social clips about Sheduer Sanders do really well, where we criticize Sheduer Sanders. And what was not in that social clip that we said on the podcast, that's why it's important to listen to the long form, because it makes us more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us money.
We want money.
Money, please.
But yeah, what we said on the podcast was, it's so annoying because he's going to go play the Titans, the worst team in the NFL, and he's probably going to do well, and everyone's going to be like, see? And then all of our comments were like, hey, he played well against the Titans. Yeah, exactly.
It's
Thanks
the
for
Titans.
proving us right. He played really well, though.
He played well. But I still have no faith in him whatsoever.
Yeah, also they lost.
Right. I mean, that was the coach's fault, really.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Stefanski at this point just wants to get out of the Browns.
I can't blame him.
He's like, I'm so tired. We had Baker Mayfield when I got there, and you made us do this horrible Deshaun Watson thing, and I couldn't sleep at night, and then he sucked, and then he got injured, and we're still paying him, and then you made us fucking, what were the just string of quarterbacks? They had Joe Flacco for a little while.
Honestly, I think the best job in America is a football coach who gets fired.
Because they keep getting paid?
Yeah. You like the Michigan guy, get signed to a giant contract, sleep with your assistant, get fired, keep all the money, then go to the NFL.
I think if you do that, you don't get to keep your money. I think you only get to keep your money if you suck.
Just be James Franklin. Just be bad at your job. Get fired. And then go to the NFL, be bad at your job again,
And
get fired again.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand James Franklin. Maybe this is my issue that I would, if I was given $54 million to not work, I would not take a new job.
Yeah.
I would at least take a year off.
Or like a few months. I think the only job that I would rather have than a fired basketball or football coach is an executive at a massive bank that is going bankrupt.
Because you're going to get bailed out by the government?
Because I'm going to get bailed out by the government. I'm going to pay myself a massive bonus.
Tax money and give myself a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, America's doing great.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing more bailouts this week.
Great. Who are we bailing out this time? Argentina?
This time the farmers. Because of the Argentina thing.
Right. And it was only like a few billion, though, right?
It was 40.
That's not that big.
I'll take it. If you don't
And
want
honestly,
it, I'll take it.
I would rather give money to farmers than to bankers.
Yeah. No, definitely. I just, I don't think anyone knows what socialism is. You know what socialism? Bailouts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone's like, socialism doesn't work, capitalism does. I'm like, really? Because every time capitalism fails, it seems like we fix it with socialism.
Here, the name of the game is privatize gains, Publicized losses. Yeah, socialized losses. My gain, our loss.
At least we actually made, when we did it for the car industry, we actually made them pay the money back. We didn't do that
Yeah.
for the banks.
No.
They don't donate as much to donate. Which else stuff, I think what every politician should do who's running against like big corporate politicians, instead of saying like your donors or donate or big money from corporate, just use the word bribe, because that's what it is.
It is literally a bribe.
It is a bribe. No, I'm
No, they
giving
just-
you I'm giving you $232 million because I don't care if you do what I tell you to do.
Yeah, no, I just really believe in your vision, and I want you to win. And then there's no strings attached to this money. You don't have to give me anything in return.
Nothing. Well, maybe an ambassadorship to Fiji.
Yeah, or a massive government contract.
Yeah, or just don't make me pay taxes ever.
Yeah,
I don't like them. They make me feel sticky.
or cover up my crimes and pardon me.
We're so bad at staying on topic.
Yeah.
So Sheduer Sanders.
Sheduer Sanders looked great against one of the worst, if not the worst, defenses in the NFL. Random question. Do you remember when, God, who was Aaron Rodgers' backup in Green Bay?
Which year?
Like 2013.
No, I'm not going to remember. Is this the year where he got injured during that Bears game and he had to come in and they drugged him up? Because that was Brett Huntley. Or
It was
Sean Kaiser.
It was Matt Flynn was the one I was talking about. It was like the last game of the season. The Packers had their division locked up. Their seating was locked. And they had Matt Flynn start against the Lions. And he threw for like 430 yards, 5 touchdowns, threw like 3 incomplete passes. And everyone was like, oh my God, Matt Flynn is going to do to Aaron Rodgers what Aaron Rodgers did to Brett Favre. And then I think in the offseason, he signed some massive contract to be a starter somewhere else and was horrible.
Yeah. Because you know what? You know what being a quarterback involves? Sample size.
Yeah.
So, Sheduer Sanders has started 3 games. 2 of them were against the worst teams in the NFL. And he's 1-2. He only played well once. We're not even if we drop the one where he came in halfway and had the worst half of NFL football in the history of the NFL.
Yeah.
He was bad in those 3 games. What I will say, I do now think he is better than Dylan Gabriel.
We'll see. Small sample size. He's been against really bad teams. Yeah, by the way, Matt Flynn, 6 touchdown performance against the Lions.
Jesus. Was this like the
Yeah.
0-16 Lions?
It was the 2012 Lions.
2012 Lions record.
They were 10-6.
Really? I pulled it up and it says they were 4-12. The Bears.
No, it was
look like-
it was 2011 Lions.
Oh, man, what a
Yeah.
fall off they had between those years.
Yeah. But it was basically like a shootout game. But
That
listen,
meant nothing to either team.
yeah. Sheduer Sanders, he's getting his shot. And when he inevitably fails, all of the Sheduer truthers will have to swallow
Blame it
their
on the
words.
Browns, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
That's actually kind of fair.
It's very fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I just think the issue with Sheduer isn't his talent. He's probably a borderline NFL starting talent, right? At best,
I
he
think
could probably be
a
like,
high level, one of those borderline starter, high level backup, low level starter.
yeah. The problem is the amount of media attention that he receives and that he demands far outstrips his positive contributions to any team that he could be a part of.
That's why he fell in the draft. Because this was the Tim Tebow thing, why his last time he was in the Steelers, he won a playoff game. No one saw him as a starting quarterback. And the thing that you do not want is your backup to be more famous than your starter. Because then every time your starter throws an incompletion, the whole stadium and all the fans are calling for the backup. And it's a distraction. You're constantly answering questions about it. That's why he fell in the draft. If he was just like, if he was just Sheduer Smith, no one knew this guy, and he probably would have gone like the second or third round, and he would have been a backup. Probably would have gotten a couple chances to start, see what he got, and no one would care. He'd been fine.
Yeah. It's funny. There's another Browns quarterback that everyone was talking about who ended up being completely awful in the NFL.
All of them?
Yeah. Well, the one I was thinking of is Johnny Manziel. It did not end well. Now, I don't think Sheduer Sanders has nearly the issues that Johnny Manziel did.
You don't think he's going to Vegas nightclubs the night before games in Cleveland while wearing a fake mustache so he doesn't get seen?
Yeah, blacking out on Xanax and chugging bottles of tequila. No, I don't think that Sheduer is doing that, but...
No, that's the fans' job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah.
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 But anyway, who are the Browns playing the rest of the way? I feel like they still have a really easy schedule left.
The Bears, the Bills, the Steelers, and the Bengals. That's
actually a really hard schedule.
It's a pretty tough schedule.
Not great He's going to look so good against the Bengals in the last game of the season, and we're going to hear so much because the Bengals have the worst pass defense of the 2020s. Which is why I'm, once again, not impressed with what Josh Allen did. The Bills have the best pass defense in the NFL. The Bengals have the worst pass defense in the NFL, and they basically play to a draw.
Yeah, well, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough against...
When he's healthy, I think he's the second best of those four guys, of the core.
Yeah.
Group.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's asked to get the fuck out of Cincinnati.
Obviously, with Josh Allen and Lamar, their talent is a lot more to do with their legs. Yeah. But I think in terms of pure arm talent, Joe Burrow is right there behind Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, and he's the only. And we bring up how offensive line is the only thing that matters. He's the only QB who plays well with a bad offensive line, consistently.
Yeah,
and he gets hurt anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But
when he made the Super Bowl, he was pretty much the only quarterback to make the Super Bowl with a worse than top 15 O-line. And it was like the 28th worst, like the 28th ranked offensive line.
It was by far the worst O-line to make the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And he was good. And it's because he's like made for him, and that offense are like made for a bad O-line because his whole talent is super quick release, and he processes super fast. He goes through his progressions quick. And he has two wide receivers and a tight end who can get open fast.
Yeah.
So it's basically like, well, all line's not going to do shit. Snap. Boop.
Yeah. Now, here's a question. Would you trade the entire New York Giants roster for Joe Burrow?
I can't keep Cam Scatterboo.
Can't keep Cam Scatterboo.
They would be such good friends.
They would be. They've probably had a similar number of concussions.
I don't think our offensive... We're just going to get Joe Burrow hurt again. Also, so what do we do after that? Like, we just had to rebuild the roster? Like, with what?
Just like practice squad guys?
So Joe Burrow... Well, Joe Burrow is not playing with a bunch of actual NFL players. Hasn't been going fantastic. Like last year, he was healthy, and they went 9-8 and missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
With one of the worst defenses I've ever seen. They have a worse pass defense this year, but they had a worse run defense last year that made the overall defense worse.
See, I've been thinking of a concept in my head. I've been thinking about in the NBA and in the NFL, it seems like there are these teams that are just snake bitten. That every time they try to make a move, it doesn't work out. The Jets, the Giants, the Clippers, the Nets, the Bengals, like
the Kangs.
all of these teams are just perennial basement dwellers.
Phillip Rivers, he's back.
The decrepit corpse of Phillip Rivers.
Man, I feel so bad for the Colts. They're having this great season. Then Daniel Jones breaks his leg, keeps playing, and then tears his Achilles in the other leg. I got some
Unbelievable.
I got some fun Phillip Rivers stats that we gotta get to. Phillip Rivers will be the first grandfather to ever start as an NFL quarterback.
What? How old is he? He's 44. He's a grandfather?
Yeah. That brings us to the next one. Phillip Rivers' oldest kid is the same age as Anthony Richardson. Who, if you remember, he's not playing because he pulled a resistance band too hard and snapped in his eye.
Right. Happens all the time.
And then their third string QB, whose name escapes me, who wasn't going to be good anyway, he broke a leg or something. Next, the last one is there are 13 NFL head coaches who are younger than Phillip Rivers.
Okay.
And I just want to make sure I get this right. I'm going to pull up the Colts schedule because I'm pretty sure. Yes. So the Colts get to go up, and with 44-year-old Phillip Rivers are going up against the Seattle Seahawks defense, the 49ers defense, Jaguars defense, and then the Texans to end the season. And that's how Phillip Rivers dies.
Yeah, a while ago, I thought it would be fun to force NFL players to play until they literally die in the field.
That
but
would be fun.
I never thought it would come to this.
This is really, really sad. Do you think Tom Brady's seeing this and is like, God, I'm back. Raiders, I'm in. Put me in.
I think he's considering it, honestly.
There's no way he didn't ask if he was allowed. Technically, he's not allowed to be a broadcaster while owning part of a team. And they worked around it because he's Tom Brady.
Right. Are you allowed to be a player while you're a broadcaster and an owner?
I think you would have to pause the broadcasting because he would be playing while he should be broadcasting.
Well, he can report from the sidelines.
He's just running into the boot. They're just giving him a mic. He's doing when the defense is on the field.
Yeah, or he could interview himself.
Yeah, he's just like, well, obviously the other team is cheating.
Yeah. What are they giving Phillip Rivers to make him
Money?
do this? Yeah, but he earned a lot of money over his career.
I don't know. They're delaying 4 extra years for him to not get into the Hall of Fame.
I guess.
Because, it's after you retire, so if you come back and you start.
Right. It's another 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Oh, boy, Eli's got to make it this year.
He has to.
It's a really stacked class, though.
If he doesn't make the Hall of Fame, I'm burning it down.
What's the point of the Hall of Fame if Eli Manning's not in it?
Yeah.
More Super Bowl MVPs than Peyton Manning.
It's the Hall of Fame, not the Hall of Good at Football.
He was
Eli
good
Manning.
at football. Sometimes.
He was sometimes good at football when it counted, but more than that, he is famous.
Yeah.
You can't tell the story of football. without Eli Manning.
Yeah, he has 2 Super Bowls, MVP both times. He has the
Probably-
Iron Man streak. He has the clutches. He has the Max Kellerman clutch stats.
He's probably the most iconic Super Bowl victory of all time.
Yeah, it's like either that or Joe Namath. Should the Jets try and get Joe Namath back?
That's a great idea.
Brilliant. Nothing else is working. These youngsters ain't working for him. Get Joe Namath's drunk ass out there.
Yeah, why not? Let him smoke as many cigars as he wants. He's earned it.
At least it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Well, the Jets. When's the last time the Jets were fun? When Joe
think
Namath was
that-
the quarterback.
Yeah, I think that fun completely left the building after the butt fumble.
That was fun. How was that not the most embarrassing thing Mark Sanchez ever did?
Because he's Mark Sanchez.
Yo, I gotta text that girl. I have a friend who is Mark Sanchez's personal assistant, and
Right.
the week of the thing where he beat up that truck driver, she was getting married, so she wasn't working that week. And
So selfish.
And everyone, yeah, you take one day off and your boss goes to jail. But yeah, and I wasn't allowed to text her and ask her about it because everyone's like, you gotta at least wait till after the honeymoon. And she took like a 2-week-long honeymoon, and I forgot.
Who takes a 2-week-long honeymoon in the middle of football season when you work in football?
I don't know.
God.
Is Mark Sanchez still working football?
I mean, he was working in football at the time.
Broadcaster, yeah.
Yeah.
All I know about her job is that Mark Sanchez drafted her fantasy team every year, and she never won.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Because he was Mark Sanchez?
Because he's Mark Sanchez.
Did he ever try and not play on the Jets? Because that seems to be that seems to do really well for people.
I think he did.
Are you looking up what I'm looking up?
Yeah.
He's got to
Let's
have played
see.
somewhere else, right? There's no way.
Yeah. Oh, he played for the Eagles, Broncos, Cowboys, Bears, and the Washington team.
You don't want to say that word?
Well, they don't have the same name now as they did then when he was playing for them.
The Washington Slurs. Yo,
The Washington Snyders.
The Colts are going to lose every single game the rest of the season. Seahawks, 49ers, Jaguars, and Texans. They're going to miss the playoffs after having like one of the best seasons ever.
Isn't it ironic that the Colts logo is a symbol of good luck?
Dude, between this and what happened with Andrew Luck. And
Literally named Luck.
yeah, Jesus Christ. I mean, they had Peyton Manning. That was cool.
That was cool.
They got a Super Bowl out of Peyton Manning, and then he hurt his neck, and they didn't want him back because they wanted Andrew Luck, and then he immediately went to the Broncos and won another Super Bowl and was awesome.
And broke the record for touchdowns in a season.
Still stands, even though there's an extra game and like passing is even crazier. That was.
I mean, no one's even come close. I mean, Mahomes got 50 a few years ago, right?
Yeah, that was his. That
Yeah.
was his first year starting.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, no one's really gotten that close. And good for Peyton. Still
Yeah.
has Super Bowl MVPs than Eli.
Yeah, but at least he's got a massive forehead.
Such a big forehead. A lot of room if you want to draw stuff.
Yeah, you could sign that fucker.
All right, should we call it since I'm using
Diagrams
my
and
phone
plays.
internet?
Let's call it.
All right. Thanks for watching the 200 Proof Sports Podcast. Like, rate, subscribe, race bait in the comments, always. That's our motto, basically. Argue. Fight.
Yeah.
Make it personal. Make it racial. Go broad.
Get down and dirty.
Yeah. Yeah, use some ninja and monkey emojis and the Jewish star. Let's get weird with it.
Yeah.
There's some conspiracies in there. Is the Chiefs run by AIPAC?
Talk about how Epstein plays into all of this.
I mean, those pictures of Woody Johnson and Epstein just surfaced.
Oh.
Anyway, thanks, guys. We'll see you around. All right, buddy. See you.
See ya.